This is Gary Webb, and he was an investigative journalist. And he became best known for his 1996 investigative series titled Dark Alliance. Dark Alliance was a 3-part series and was published in the San Jose Mercury News. He investigated the connections between the CIA-backed Nicaraguan Contra rebels and the rise of crack cocaine in U.S. inner cities, particularly LA. This series went viral before the age of social media, largely because the Mercury News put the entire investigation online, including documents and graphics. It spread widely, sparking outrage and distrust of the U.S. government. And then came the backlash. The New York Times, the Washington Post, and the LA Times all published articles downplaying or dismissing Webb's findings and framing him as irresponsible. Later declassified agency documents show that they were concerned with Webb's reporting and encouraged friendly reporters to counter his narrative. Under pressure, the San Jose Mercury News, who Webb worked for, retracted a lot of his series, distanced themselves from him, and basically ended his mainstream career. Now, in 1998, the agency's Inspector General released 2 reports. They acknowledged that the agency had worked with known drug traffickers, and that it had failed to properly investigate allegations of drug dealing tied to Contra operations. However, the reports denied that the agency directly conspired to spread crack cocaine in the U.S. Many saw this as a partial vindication for Webb, since it confirmed that the agency was turning a blind eye to what was going on. But here's the weird part. In December of 2004, Webb died by suicide at the age of 49. And strangely, he was found with 2 gunshot wounds to the head, which naturally fueled conspiracy theories about his death. And it's interesting, we've seen that situation happen a time or 2, haven't we? Many journalists and scholars argue that this smear campaign against Webb was a clear example of how powerful institutions, like the government and major media, can crush a reporter who challenges them. And there are several declassified reports and documents, if you're interested in this, that you can look up. And we know the relationship between the agency and media. You just have to go back and look at Operation Mockingbird. But Gary Webb's story is still a very interesting look at blatant agency and media takedown of another reporter. And you cannot convince me that this is not still happening today.